No, it's been more than a year ago. Can I just stand right here? So I've got my back toward you guys. And we've hauled, it started off with Pleasant View. Pleasant View went with the program. They're happy that they've got 99% of the people participate. Plain City has gone the same way. What it consists of, we deliver a barrel. It's a different color. It's usually a light blue barrel. It's for recycling. It's for cardboard, newspapers, egg cartons, all that kind of stuff. And then there's recyclables. There's parts that you can't recycle. What is, microwave boxes, toiletries, stuff like that. Anything to do with the bathroom type scenario that can't obviously be recycled. So far, it's been successful. To jump right on the question of, I make money on it. We don't make anything on it. The city actually doesn't make money on it. What they do is right now the landfill charges you by the ton to get rid of the garbage. In the last 20 years, it's gone. Well, the last 20 years, landfill 20 years ago was free. Now I think it's $30 or $32 a ton, so the cost keeps going up. And what everybody is doing at this time is trying to reduce the cost from going up and keep escalating. And it's a good environment to recycle, so that's what we're doing. We're actually recycling the garbage now. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you would describe the process then as how it's different from when you pick up my regular garbage and how you pick up and what you do with the recyclable material that you collect.
Okay. It's basically you put the garbage can out the same day that you put the black barrel out, which would be your normal garbage. We pick it up every other week. We put all the literature together. We put a flyer on the can that says, here you go, you can recycle this. This is what can't be recycled. And there's even a little calendar for the whole year that shows every other week that you put the can out for the 52 weeks of the year. So we pick it up every other week. And that's pretty well.
Where do you dump it? I mean, obviously you're not taking it to the landfill because it's recycled.
Okay, what we do is it actually goes, probably 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago, they formed WACOG, or I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Weaver County Governments. And when they did the transfer station, they put another building up to the side for all the recyclables. They've done it both ways. So when I come down, I haul the normal garbage. I dump it in the great big building. Right now, if you go to the transfer station, you'll see that it's full all the time. It's pretty hard to get a truck in and out of there and still get in and out of the door because it's full. They're pretty well. It's taking as much as they can. So the recycling goes in the building next door. I think right now what they're doing is putting in trucks and they're taking it to a bigger place and they're putting it on conveyor belts. They pick the cardboard, the newspapers, the magazines, and they totally separate it, and then they just turn it all in for recycling. The city and me, I get absolutely nothing for the recycling. I'm just the hauler. All I do is get paid by the city to pick up the recycling and haul it to the transfer station.
And for now, it's because we're Weaver County, it's the Weaver County transfer station, and they process it, turn it in. You don't know whether or not they're getting anything for it or not, I'm sure at this level.
I have no idea what we're doing with it. All I do is I haul it because I'm the garbage company, and we take it there.
Okay, thank you.
If I could get names when people speak, that'd be so grateful.
That's good.
The gentleman that was...
I'm right here.
Oh, that's you? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to take it over, I'm just here for questions. I was hoping you showed up. I've never met this guy before. This is Farr West.
That was
Yeah.
Okay. He's the one who was kind of pushing for the recycling, and I just came to answer questions. So
All right.
I'll let him take the floor.
So I brought a list of people that aren't here tonight that support it.
Your name?
Turner Bitten. I live over in Bermuda. I've been pushing this because when I was in high school, I competed for a program called FCCLA, which was Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. I went to Nashville, Tennessee, speaking on recycling, and I ended up with a scholarship up at my college, up at Weaver State for it, with the debate program. And I've just always been curious why Farr West is the only city in northern Weaver County that has not adopted a program.
Because it costs money.
Yeah.
It costs $3.15 a month.
Money.
Can I say one thing? I'm Melody Wood, and I actually moved to Farr West about a year ago. I'm from Roy. And Roy actually charges more than what they're asking us to pay, and they don't even have a program that they're offering. Like they, in Roy, it's picked up once in a while, basically, is what I would run into. And I would pay $10 a month for it. So they're offering to pick it up once a week, and it's $3.15.
Well, I want to know what is.
State your name, please.
Well, I'll tell you my experience. I went to clean out my sister's house, and I put things out which I thought were synthetic, and they left a note and said, part of these things we can't take. And I had no idea. I had to bring them home and try and get them in the garbage. I didn't know what you meant by plastic, because I thought I knew plastic, but I evidently didn't.
Well, when the recycling program comes out, they'll provide a list of everything that's recyclable. So it will have, what happens is on the bottom of the bottle, or on plastic, it has a little symbol for recycling on the bottom of it. So bulk plastics, like large plastics that you couldn't fit in a bin, are generally not recyclable because they're made from a higher grade of plastic than the thin little bottles that you would drink soda out of, or that kind of stuff. And it actually has a label on the bottom of all plastics that tell you whether it's recyclable or not. And when the recycling program would be implemented, there would be a list that went around that would tell you exactly what was recyclable and what would not be.
I'm pretty sure you don't know the answer to this, okay? I'm paying already for my garbage to be collected, okay? I give it to a waste management, okay? Weber County has waste management over at the transfer station. They're separating things over there already. Why do I have to pay an extra $3.15 and separate my garbage at my house when it can all be done there? He hauls it in one truck, dumps it, they can separate it. We don't have to add the expense here for us to do that, or for him to separate the two loads.
They should pay us to do their job, because that's what they want us to do with their job.
And do we know they're separated? That's the question. One at a time, I want to say something. We're only going to call on one person at a time for 3 minutes. We're not going to let you talk again. So we're not here to argue tonight. I just want to get that.
I want to answer that last question. What happens at the transfer station, to make it perfectly clear, is all the bulk, dirty garbage goes into one building. Nothing's getting separated except for the recyclable cans. The barrels, we don't even look in the barrels anymore, the blue barrels. You put your recyclables in there unless there's a problem with it, and then we try to find out where the problem comes from. The garbage that's being separated now is taken to a separate building and then taken to a separate facility and being separated there. The transfer station that the majority of the garbage goes to, that's dirty garbage, it's not being separated, it's going to a landfill. The whole idea is trying to put it in a different building, separate it there, because then it's separated. Once the recyclables get mixed in with the garbage, it pretty well ruins it. Because you put tomatoes, you put gravy, you put all your leftover foods or whatnot on it, it ruins the recyclables. The whole idea with going to a recycling program is to keep it separate. You're not actually paying anybody this time to separate or do anything with it.
State your name, stand, state your name.
My name is Dan Kuzerski. I'm a resident of Farr West, okay? The way I'm looking at this is there's an end user down the end of the line that takes our recyclables, correct? They
Yes.
take that product, they recycle it, and what they do? They make money.
They sell, that's true.
Correct. I have to pay $3.15 a month to separate my garbage so they can make money. No, sir. They need to pay me $3.15 a month to separate garbage so they can make money. I am now an employee of their service because I am providing them a service through you to recycle. So pay me to do the job. I'll do it. I don't have a problem.
Would you stand, state your name?